In this video, I'm going to show you how to use guided access with your students. Guided access is a great tool to keep a student focused and contained within a specific application. So if you want a student to just be using Google Docs to do some writing, or whether you want them online watching a specific video, this will allow you to lock that student into that specific application. So in general settings, again, I'm going to go into the accessibility. And then in accessibility, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and you will see a button that says guided access. Currently it's turned off, so I'm going to tap on it to enable it and turn it on. Here I'm going to be able to put a passcode setting. So I'm going to actually be able to put a password in, because what it's going to do is if a student tries to hit the home button to exit an application, it's going to ask them and prompt them for a passcode. So let's put the passcode in. We're going to set guided access passcode. I'm going to set it as 1234. Hopefully you don't make it so easy for your students. And so the access code has now been set. I can set time limits, so after a certain amount of time the guided access turns off, and I can also turn on the shortcut, which allows me to triple click the home button to enable and disable the actual guided access. So I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to flip over, let's go to just a Google Doc here. And so I have the student in here and I want them to answer these questions. I don't want them playing around and going off and doing something different. So I'm going to triple click the home button, 1, 2, 3, and it's going to bring up my accessibility shortcuts. And so one of them I want to go to is guided access. And so now I'm in guided access. It's going to ask me then, what do you want to do? So I'm turning on the touch button at the very bottom. It has the option to allow a time limit, so after a certain amount of time, and it also allows me to choose what hardware button is going to allow me to exit. So I'm going to click on Start. It says guided access is started. Right now it looks just like a regular screen. I can go up and start filling in the information if I choose to. But what is interesting is if I'm bored and I want to leave, if I try to hit the home button, you will see it says triple click the home button to exit. Okay, guided access is enabled. 1, 2, 3. It's going to ask me I want to turn off guided access, and what happens is it's going to ask me and prompt me to put a password in. So I cannot leave guided access unless I put my password in. So if I put the wrong password in, let's go 2, 3, 4, 5. It says incorrect password, you may try again after 10 seconds. And you'll notice if I keep putting the wrong password in, the time actually gets more and more and more. So it's kind of that built-in almost punishment to trying to leave the device application. And so guided access is great to keeping those students focused and on task. It's also great for assessment purposes. If your school has a strict offline capability that they need to be contained within an application, this allows you to do that.